talking about a team who've got a lot of players and a big squad, we go to Arsenal. 4 points clear at the top with 12 games to go. If you don't go on and win the league now, considering you could have been 9 points clear, if Liverpool had hung on against Manchester City, would this be getting described as basically thrown away, bottling it, doing a Newcastle?
For sure. Of course, we know it would be, and it has been in the past. I think it would have gone down as a bottle job, 22, 23. Some would argue 23, 24. What people want me to do is come on here and stick to that narrative that people are pushing, which is we haven't got the minerals, the players and the managers don't have the minerals. If Arteta doesn't win this or that, he's got to go. But fuck all of that. We're 4 points clear, and no one is looking at anyone else. It's all on Arsenal, and that doesn't quite sit right with me. We've been 4 points clear actually for quite a few months now. The first time I came on here was October, and we were top of the league, and we're still top of the league. The frustration is, where I see the narrative coming from is we could have extended that lead a lot more, and we've let City come quite close, and it's the PTSD from the past. Why are you laughing?
You lost the lead this round.
You're scared, man.
I am a little bit scared. Look,
you look scared.
I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
The reason that I'm nervous is, look, like I said last time I came on here, I said that no one doubts our quality. No one doubts that on our day, all of our footballers are borderline world class, if not world class, in our starting 11. But what it is going to come down to is the mentality. And we don't know if we have that mentality yet. We do know that Man City have that mentality.
I mean, Wayne, I made a comment about Arsenal about 3 or 4 weeks ago on the back of picking my Premier League team of the season so far. And you're talking about mentality. I think Arsenal got great mentality. But do you think there could be a lack of quality in the final third? I said that about when I watched Arsenal. I don't think they've got an absolute superstar in the front 4 or 5 players. I thought Saka and Odegaard were going to get there a couple of years ago. I thought they're ready to sort of almost become the best player in the league. You know, you were that for Man United, but you've been leagues, you'd be the best player in the league, or Ronaldo would be, Salah would be for Liverpool. I don't think Arsenal have got one of them. So when you're saying mentality, I think what could stop them is actual quality.
Yeah, no, I agree with they haven't got an out-and-out superstar, world-class player you pin everything on. But I think what we've seen over the last 3 years is they know how to win games. So they've shown you actually don't need that. But for me, I think what's happening is the Arsenal fans, the ex-players coming out are actually killing them. They should stay silent and let everyone else talk. I heard Martin Keown on
I knew you were going to say.
I heard Martin Keown on TalkSport saying having a 6 point gap is better than 9. And I was like, what are you talking about? And that's an experienced player who's getting nervous, and that is what's going through to the fan. I think Arteta has actually handled it brilliantly. I think the way he's speaking, how he's coming out in the media, how he's trying to calm the players down, is brilliant. But I think it's actually other people who are connected to the club who would actually have more of an effect. And so if you look at Arsenal quality-wise, I think they've got a lot of quality. Have they got that superstar, Ronaldo, Drogba, Aguero type player who's going to make a difference? I don't think they have, but they know how to win games. And they've shown that over the last 3 years.
We've scored 90 goals across all competitions, which is the most out of any English team. So it's not... look, no one's denying that we haven't been ruthless in the final third, but our goals do come from somewhere. What I think...
come from corners and goals, man.
Yeah, but it's worked because we're top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League.
When you say somewhere, you might as well just name.
Yeah, but there's a lot of goals. Is 90.
We've not scored the most in the league. You got second most in the league.
Okay, but you're second in the league 4 now. Yeah. So it's
we'll keep it warm.
It's been working. But what I think we haven't developed since the first year that we bottled it is our ability to win games of football that we probably shouldn't have won. And that is what scares me about Man City. That is what I think is the difference between us. I don't think there's too much difference in quality between us. I think it'd be a great game. We'll see it coming up soon. But you look at City the other day, 1-0 down, 84th minute, 6 minutes to go plus added time, and they turn it around 2-1. They had absolutely no right to win that game, and they did. And that is what I don't think we've quite got just yet. We've had many chances to replicate those type of games. growing up, I've only ever seen United, City, Chelsea and Liverpool lift titles. And if you go back to all of those seasons where they won the league, you can pinpoint a game that won them the league. There was a game that they shouldn't have won. They had no right to win. We haven't quite done that yet. We haven't quite got a game that you could look back on and think, that game is the one. I remember Chelsea at the Etihad, 2017. Yeah, you rocked up, beat them 3-1, and you left as champions that day, in my opinion. And that is what's frightening about Man City. But it's in our hands. 12 to go, 4 points clear. Every game's massive. Every point is so precious. And I do back us to do it.
Are you worried about the North London derby coming up?
I'm worried about Wolves first. I think Wolves will be a tougher game than Spurs. I think the NLD will be a good game. Its form goes out the window, although we have taken them for a dog walk in the last 6 or 7. But it will be a tough game. What do you reckon, Flav?
Flav, you all right? I think we're going to beat you. That's what I think.
I think you'll be bang up for it. I think that the home advantage will definitely be a big thing. You know, new gaffer on the touchline, bit of music beforehand. But
look, it ain't even about a win. Like, if we just take anything from you, that's going to be a massive problem.
I'm not particularly worried. I think you've got a lot of injuries. I think our quality is enough to get past it. In my opinion, this might sound a bit cliche, it might sound a bit outrageous, but I think whoever wins that Carabao Cup final will go on to win the league, because I think the momentum shift will be massive.
Yeah. But then
Arsenal are looking absolutely unstoppable right now. The Gunners are not just winning, they're dominating games with confidence, control, and serious firepower. From relentless pressing to clinical finishing, this feels like a team that believes something special is brewing. The momentum is real, and so is the growing belief among fans that this could be a historic season. That's exactly why the debate has exploded. Is this simply a title charge, or something much bigger? The word quadruple is no longer a joke, it's being whispered with genuine excitement. With Arsenal competing strongly across multiple competitions, the possibility of lifting more than one trophy is starting to look less like fantasy and more like destiny. On the punditry side, Wayne Rooney has weighed in with cautious admiration, highlighting Arsenal's intensity and hunger but questioning whether they have the squad depth to sustain a quadruple push. Meanwhile, Jamie Carragher has sparked even more discussion, debating whether this Arsenal side has the mentality needed to handle the pressure when the season reaches its decisive months. What makes this team different, though, is their resilience. When tested, they respond. When doubted, they deliver statements. Big wins, late goals, tactical flexibility, everything points to a side that has matured under pressure. There's steel behind the style, and that's what turns title contenders into champions. Now the question isn't whether Arsenal are good, it's how far they can really go. A league title? Multiple trophies? A legendary quadruple season? The debate is only heating up, and if this form continues, the football world might be witnessing the rise of something truly historic.